to CareOne at Valley and to our first of many, I hope, CNA University graduation at our campus. And congratulations. This is an exciting day for our 8 graduates. Joanna, Sharonda, Patrice, Nishala, Sabrina, Christine, Aster, and Twilight. For their proud families, and for the staff of CareOne, and specifically the staff of CareOne at Valley. Throughout high school and college, I had the privilege of working at a sleepaway camp. And right before the Camp Olympics each summer, our Sunday worship session will be about the littlest nail. Basically, the story went that many parts of the house of worship claim to be the most important. The worship book, the song book, the pulpit, the altar, the stained glass windows, each claimed that without them, there would not be a house of worship. And then the littlest nail would speak and state that she wasn't very important at all. But when a huge storm blew through and that nail fell out of the roof, all of the important items were damaged by the winds and the rains that came through, making all the items realize the importance of everything that makes up a house of worship. We told this story before the Olympics to make sure that our older campers didn't dismiss the value of our younger campers, and that our better athletes didn't shun those campers who weren't very athletic, as many of the events were team events and required all campers to do their very best. I think this analogy can also apply to CareOne at Valley and to skilled nursing facilities everywhere. Some departments get more praise, and some departments seem to have more value. We hear about how great the food is, and it is great here at CareOne at Valley. We hear about the therapist that got the resident up and walking again when no one thought they would. We hear about the doctor who saved the resident's life. But at the end of the day, everything and everyone is equally important. From the laundry person who washes the sheets, to the activities person who runs the bingo game, to the doctors who write the orders. And I am of the opinion, as is everyone who works in healthcare, that the role of the certified nursing assistant, the role you have just spent 6 weeks preparing in our classroom for, is very important and should never be overlooked. You are the person who has the most contact with our residents in every way, from waking our residents up, to assisting them with their morning routines, to dressing the residents who need help doing the same, to feeding the residents and toileting them. You are literally the face of our facility, as yours is the face the resident sees the most. The hands of our facility, as your hands provide the care that our residents need. The legs of our facility, as you routinely assist our residents in getting from point A to point B, whether they need a little help walking or they need their wheelchair pushed. The ears of our facility, as you listen to our residents' wants and needs and a bit of their family history. And most importantly, the heart of our facility, as you show compassion every day while caring for people in the most intimate of ways. Every day, your back will be tested a bit, as will your patients, but the gratitude shown to you by our residents, their families, and your coworkers will make it all worthwhile, and then some, as there is nothing as rewarding as knowing that you provided the very best care that you could to the people under your watch. I wish you long careers, I wish you gratifying careers, and I wish you much happiness as you begin your new chapter as certified nursing assistants with CareOne at Valley. I speak for our residents, their families, and your coworkers when I say congratulations again and welcome to the CareOne family. And now I turn it over to Toya Cornelius, the Chief Clinical Officer at CareOne, who will address all of our students and all of you.
Thank you, Maureen. So good morning, and what a great way to start our Friday. Thank you for allowing me to address CareOne at Valley's inaugural Certified Nursing Assistant Program commencement ceremony. Let's give another round of applause to our great 8 graduates. As I prepared to address this group, I asked myself, What can I say? What can I say that will be memorable, impactful, make a difference as you start your career as certified nursing assistant? Should I be funny? Should I be serious? Should I tell stories? I decided that as a group, you'd like me to be brief, so I'm going to do that. So with that said, I congratulate each of you on your decision to enter this program and to follow it through to completion. As Estee Lauder said, you didn't get here by wishing for it or hoping for it. You worked for it. Each of you worked for it. Hard work, long days, additional responsibilities, but you did it. I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to acknowledge your families, your friends, your instructors, your supervisors, for their support, because without them, it's a lot harder to get through. I also want to thank our executive leadership, Alberto Lugo and Lizzie Strauss, for their ongoing support and vision and allowing us to continue to offer this program at our centers. And guys, what an honor. We have the mayor here. He's joined us to commemorate this special occasion, and it's a day I hope each of you can cherish forever. So, grade 8 graduates, I offer you this. You have entered a career where you have great power, and with power comes responsibility. You have the power and the responsibility to make a difference. Your job is very important. I never want to hear you say, I'm just a CNA. Your job has the power and the responsibility to change lives and touch hearts and souls in the most meaningful way. You have the power and responsibility to do things for people that they can no longer do for themselves. You have the power and the responsibility to facilitate an environment of respect and dignity with kindness and compassion. Never ever forget your power. Never forget your responsibility. Never miss the opportunity to be reminded why you became a caregiver. As Maya Angelou said, they may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Your work will be challenging. It'll be even hard. Sometimes there'll be issues and obstacles. You might have difficult coworkers. You might even have difficult supervisors. I mean, no one represented here, of course. But always remember your reason, your power, and your responsibility. Work smart and from your heart. Support each other. Sometimes we forget to do that. Smile. Enjoy the special times with your residents. Be inspired. Be motivated. Be genuine. And be successful. Michelle Obama emphasized this, and I agree. Success isn't so much about job titles or salaries. It's about the difference that you make in people's lives. So go out and make a difference. Congratulations. And with that, I'd like to introduce our mayor.
Thank you. Joy, thank you for the kind words before, although I have to say that as far as it being an honor for me being here, I think if my wife were here, she'd give you an eye roll. I want to congratulate you. Really, the words that were spoken earlier, I couldn't agree with more about only a little further. You know, you are indeed the face of this facility because you are the front line of this facility, but you're also the face of our community. And we have the people who come in here for care are amongst the most vulnerable in our community. And when they come here, they're not at the best experience of their life. They're not here because they're going on vacation. They're going here because there's a hardship, it's a difficulty. It's whether it be a medical concern or they're aging. It's never easy to succumb to the realization that you cannot do for yourself and that you need help and care to just get through the basics of functions of the day. And in many cases, you're the first face they see in the morning, and you're the last face they see before their head hits the pillow and they go to sleep at night. And it's how you make them feel that is really should be the most rewarding aspect of your job, because how you make them feel is something that you may never know, because they may never be able to express it, but they'll always hold it in their heart, because they know that someone cared for them. They know that when they were at their most vulnerable, when they had their greatest needs, it wasn't necessarily a family member that was there. It wasn't necessarily a doctor. It was someone who was a stranger, someone who came in and cared for them most very basic needs. And that's what you have signed up to do. It's what you've worked hard to do. So the impact that you have on lives is really something that is a remarkable component of this job. It's something that no one can ever take away from you. And the fact that you have put yourself in that position to give selflessly of yourselves to do for others is what makes this community great. It's what makes this country great. It's what makes this facility great. So with that said, I do want to be brief, and I just want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to your family members who've given you the support that you have needed to undertake this endeavor, to get you to this point today. They've stood there with you. They have gone through the trials with you. They have been there to hear you complaining about the long hours and the studying and the missed meals and all that stuff, right? So, we owe them a debt of gratitude, but more so, this is your day, and I want to thank you, and it's an honor to be here to celebrate with you. So congratulations.
Our next speaker is our student valedictorian, okay? What do I say? Oh, by the way. And she is our school class valedictorian. May I please give to you Joanna Fernandez.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for taking the time to be a part of this special moment with us today. It is with great honor that I stand here today addressing the valedictorian speech for the first cohort for the CNA program at CareOne at Valley. This is especially rewarding for me as my ultimate dream is to become an RN nurse. CareOne has provided me the education and experience to begin my future career. I came upon this opportunity by initially applying for a position in CareOne. When they invited me for an interview, they explained to me about a program they were offering for CNA certification. They were providing a CNA program in conjunction with a hospitality aid position to get us familiar with the CareOne policy and procedures. It was a blessing for me as I was on summer break from my college courses and gave me the opportunity to continue learning throughout the summer. Initially, the beginning of the program was challenging due to the amount of material being taught and sitting in a classroom full of strangers. As the weeks passed by, we became dependable on each other, and the support of our instructors guided us to reach our potential. As the clinical portion began, we were each assigned our own residence. I know I can speak for us all that the clinical portion was the most fulfilling and enjoyable part of the program. I remember my first resident that was diagnosed with dementia. It was initially challenging, but that became the reason I look forward to coming back the next day. My instructor, Jeannie, came in and taught me the proper way to communicate effectively with my residents. This helped me create a special bond with my resident, allowing me to provide the proper care for her. This helped me create a special bond with my resident, allowing me to Besides the residents, the staff at CareOne were another amazing component. The dedication and compassion I saw them provide to the residents was a reflection of the amazing service CareOne provides. I have to say, the most rewarding part of the experience was building a special relationship with the residents during clinical. My classmates and I had the opportunity to talk with the residents, learn about their lives, their likes, and their dislikes. We did clinicals 4 days, Monday through Thursday. On a Friday, a day that we didn't have clinical, the residents felt our absence. Our instructor informed us that many residents missed us and were waiting for us to care for them, which to many of us touched our hearts. Clinicals and the hospitality aid position has given us the opportunity to share special moments with the residents. Being able to just spend at least 5 minutes with the residents means a lot to them. Having a laugh or two with them and hearing about their life experience really means a lot. This position is not only about giving care, but it is also about listening and talking with the residents, which many of us are happy to provide. First and foremost, I would like to thank Ms. Boleyn and Ms. Jeannie for teaching us the fundamentals and mentoring us to become skillful in our work. Thank you, Ms. Boleyn, for your dedication for this program. We know how much you have sacrificed and traveled to make sure we get the proper education and experience. I would also like to thank Ms. Jeannie for not only having CareOne feed our minds with knowledge, but also having CareOne feed our stomachs free lunches for every day for the past 6 weeks. Thank you so much. We know you will make a great CNA instructor for the future classes, and we hope our class has given you a great experience. Next, I would like to thank my fellow classmates. Don't crash your We have each learned so much about each other and connected over the last 6 weeks. I cannot imagine a better cohort to be a part of. I know you will be successful in your future career, and this is only the beginning. Remember to never let your ambitions die. I'm so sorry. Okay. I would especially like to thank CareOne at Raleigh for offering this amazing opportunity and being so accommodating to us. Thank you, senior management, Lizzie Strauss, Alberto Lugo, and Toya Casper, and Ms. Carol and Ms. Maureen for your never-ending love and support. I look forward to becoming part of the CareOne service team. And last but not least, I would like to thank my family for being my motivation to keep moving forward and never stop dreaming. I would like to end my speech in a quote from Oprah Winfrey. Follow your passion, it will lead you to your purpose. Thank you guys so much, and God bless.
Okay. I brought a bag of tissues for everybody. All right, thank you, Joanne, and we wish you the best of luck. You in this RN program, and I know you're coming back again. Okay, after you leave the college, and really will be here to help you out. This is the best part of the program, the presentation of candidates. Certificate, these candidates will be receiving actually 3 certificates, okay? One will be mailed to them, the CPR. One certificate that they have completed the 90 hours as approved by the Department of Health. Department of Health was here the other day and gave us flying colors. And the second certificate will be the Dementia Training Program, a 6-hour, also mandated by the state of New Jersey. So we are all in compliance. The order of the day, pardon me being in the military, will be the CNA certificate will be handed by, of course, our fearless instructor, Jeannie. Okay. The dementia certificate will be given by Maureen, our administrator, and the pinning of the CNA team will be given by Carol, I'm sorry. Okay, so I will call the graduates one by one. Please come to the stage as your name is called. Joanna. And family, they can take a 5-10 second pose so you can take all the pictures. Okay. This is your day. Please face the audience so we can take your pictures. We're going to the highlights of the show, okay? The presentations of awards. Miss Toya Casper will be presenting the awards, okay? The first one is the Service Excellence Award. This award is presented to the graduate that has demonstrated outstanding customer service in accordance with the CareOne mission and vision statement. And this award goes to Patrice Henry. The next award is a Clinical Excellence Award. This award is presented to the graduate that has demonstrated outstanding patient care skills in accordance with the New Jersey Department of Health standards of the Nurses Aid Training and Competency. And this award goes to Shay. Is Academic Excellence Award. This award is presented to the graduate that has consistently provided excellent grades in both the written examinations and oral class participation. No surprise, right? And this award goes to Joanna. The next award is the Enrichment Award. This award is presented to the graduate that has shown the most growth, determination, and perseverance throughout the course period. If given the opportunity, this lady will be coming every single blessed day, okay, coming to class. And it is my honor and great privilege to present this award to Esther. Now we're giving the highest award, okay? As the award denotes itself, okay? This is Strauss Leadership Award. This award is named after our leader and Executive Vice President, Elizabeth Strauss, and is presented to the graduate whose personality and intellectual gifts one day will make them an outstanding leader in the future with CareOne. With great privilege, may I please present this award to Sharonda. And now, with the closing remarks.
Okay, so unfortunately you have to deal with me again. Because Linda Martin unfortunately developed a stomach bug overnight. She sends her regards. She was so disappointed she couldn't be here. She was so excited to give remarks. And she did want to pass on congratulations to all of you. So I'm going to use this time to thank all the people who made this happen. Because there were a lot of people involved in making this happen. Of course, all of your families for their support, because you can't do it. I know the mayor said you might go home and complain. I'm sure that never happened. I'm sure you went home every day talking about how wonderful it was, right? So, but it's nice that your family listened to that. I need to acknowledge the CareOne family for giving us the support and guidance to conduct this class, but especially Daniel and Lizzie Strauss for their foresight to allow us to develop our own CNAs. To Toya, Casper, Cornelius, who we've heard referred to in different ways, but also I'll do all of them, for her support and input and for being here today and your wonderful remarks. For Alberto Lugo, who always said yes every time we needed something for the class. To Tyra and the staff of CareOne at East Brunswick, because they had the very first CNA class within the CareOne family. And when I say she gave us a playbook on what to do, I am not kidding. It was a binder that told us everything. We are indebted to her. To the representatives of the Department of Health who gave their approvals to allow us to have the class here. And to the many people here at the CareOne Valley family who made this class possible. HR for all of their recruitment for the fantastic candidates that we have before us, as well as the candidates for our next class. To Stacey Ann, who had to do numerous reference checks to get you into this class, and who will be contacting you immediately after graduation to get you scheduled. Carol Tunney, our Director of Nursing, who had to do, I don't know, something like 35 or 50 interviews over like 4 days to make this happen. To Stella in Central Supply and Tanya in the Maintenance Department for the many hours they spent in getting those classrooms stocked. To Megan and the nursing staff and the residents on Station 1 who shared their space and who allowed our students to perfect their skills while providing care to their residents. Okay, there's going to be more applause. To Jason and our Dining Services Department who provided beverage carts during the interviews, lunches all day during the classes, or I shouldn't say all day, but lunches every day while you had class, and whose brunch looks absolutely amazing out there. To our activity staff, Maribel and Cynthia especially, who made this look as beautiful as it does today. And Genta, who's even on vacation but was checking in with us throughout the morning to make sure we did it right. And then finally, there's two people we have to praise, right? So I would ask Belinda and Jeannie to stand, because without the instructors, we don't have a class. So we have just some flowers to say thank you, but we are so appreciative because it wouldn't have happened without both of you.
Thank you.
The official Maribel and Cynthia presenting. And then we are going to conclude with the pledge. So there is a pledge on the back that we're going to ask our CNAs to stand and take. And you're going to be led by your Director of Nursing, Carol Tunney.
Could you please praise the audience?
So just repeat after me, guys. On this date, August 24th, 2018,
August 24, 2018,
I solemnly pledge to provide safe and competent care
I solemnly pledge to provide safe and competent care
to my residents,
to my residents,
patients,
patients,
families, and community,
families, and community,
and to always uphold the mission
and to always uphold the mission
and vision of CareOne.
and vision of CareOne.
Congratulations.
Before we do the fast picture,